will be the property cleanup for 369 Hicks Street, property of Connie Kramer. Now I do see a lot of weeds and leaves in the landscape beds. We'll go ahead and clear that out without rustling up too much of their rock. We can go ahead and get what's in there as well, what's in all these bricks. We can just go ahead and trim that out. Coming through more little tree suckers and leaves and weeds. We'll go ahead and pull that out, cut down the tree suckers, spray the beds. Coming through here again, just a lot of overgrowth with weeds and leaves just piled around, so we'll get rid of as much of those as we can. We will also come through and trim this sedum, and that looks like the only trimming of plants we'll have to do in this bed. I think these are spireas as well, but they don't look like they need to be trimmed. There are also volunteer trees. We know what to do with those. Clip them down to the base, Tordon RTO. Another landscape bed over here, small, but still could use a nice little cleaning. Clip that volunteer tree right there out, Tordon RTO. Coming back behind this, there's some leaves back here. I wouldn't really worry about it. It seems like they've blocked off that part of the yard for a reason. Now, the landscaping bed around the house in the front does have, again, similar overgrowth, some hostas to be cut down. I would not touch this evergreen. It does seem to be a little lacking in color, and it's not as bushy as it should be, so I would just leave it alone. Here's a rose bush. It seems like it's, I believe, is a rose bush. Nope, not a rose bush. I would cut that out. Sedum, cut it down. These look like more sedum. Cut it down, make it look nice. This looks like overgrowth. Get the leaves out, but leave whatever that is in there. More weeds, more sedum to cut down. Trim these down again to the base as well. Looking in the main landscape bed in the front, there is more weed overgrowth, as well as a large bush and some evergreens that could probably use a trim, as well as this tree could use a nice haircut. So we come to this tree. There are hostas to be clipped down to the base. There's tree suckers and more weeds to get out. Coming through the south side of the landscaping beds. Not so much weeds, but there still are some. A large rose bush that could use some cleaning up. We'll trim that down, as well as any other one. Get down 5 stalks to about 8 inches to a foot. Same here. Get 5 good stalks if you can find them, 8 inches to a foot. This is a rose bush too. We can prune these and kind of just pull out any growth so that we can ensure that there will be new growth next year. There is some dead in there, and anything without a bud is probably not going to grow back next year. More rose bushes. Again, we know what to do. cut all the dead growth away, get 5 really good stalks, more rose bushes, more overgrowth. At the end, we can also go ahead and spray what needs to be sprayed, as long as we're not endangering these soft plants or the bushes.